We got a mystery package. This is from Poland.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
That's a good thing you opened it and not me. Is it a steering wheel?
I don't think so. Alright.
Did I buy something I don't remember buying?
Maybe. I think that happens a lot.
I don't buy that much online. I feel like it's artwork or something for the shop, from a fan maybe.
It has a little bit of weight to it, I'll say that. What?
Some serious bubble wrap.
Oh, dude, it's Lamborghini parts.
Oh shit, they got here fast! Holy shit! Careful with those fins on your fingers. That is the oil cooler. For a Murcielago!
Wow!
Wow!
Dude, oh. A little bit of
I knew about that.
Okay, good.
This part from Lamborghini, if I bought it locally, was $4,000 and 2 weeks to get it. Do you know how much I bought that for on eBay?
You said $4,000?
From Lamborghini new. This is a new part, by the way. This is brand new. Show Lamborghini on the side.
Where is it?
A genuine Lamborghini part. You know, it doesn't say Lamborghini on it, but it is for Lamborghini.
I don't know. Maybe you got it for like $1,500?
$1,300.
Hey, that's really good.
Hey, the vecchio.
Hey, come on. We got some nice parts here.
That's hilarious. We gotta kicking that
This is
around.
sweet. Yeah, no. Dude, I just got a package. You're not going to guess what this is.
What is it?
Daily Driven Exotics cop car flame.
No.
I don't know, man.
Who sent that?
Underground tuning. What?
What's going on?
Dude, that's a great idea.
By the way, I'm waiting for our Uber Eats right now.
I don't know. I'm starving.
I don't see, it says a car is here, but I don't see a car here.
Well, I see some cars. There's a car.
That's a surprise guest in that vehicle there. We'll show him in a minute.
Yeah.
Welcome to work. We got a special guest here today. Sam Hubinat. FD champion.
True.
Yeah.
That's all we hang out with now.
We're doubling up. You got glasses on. Is this new?
No. I've had to wear glasses my entire life. I've just never worn them. And I even ordered so these are the same glasses, if you've ever noticed. They're the exact same frames I've worn for 4 years. And what's funny, actually, that Sam's here is I first saw these glasses on one of Sam's business partners at a track event at Irwindale. And I asked him, because they were sunglasses, I was like, those are sick. Where'd you get those? He told me the model number, and I bought like 6 pairs of them. So I've got like blue ones, tortoise ones, black, clear, and they're also in, they're Dita, and they're the Sequoia model.
What's Dita?
The brand.
Oh, okay.
Dita's the brand.
They're heavy.
These are light.
They're light.
Super leger.
But they make handmade acrylic, and they also do titanium. So I have a couple of their sunglasses that are titanium. They're a little pricey. They're $1,000.
Dude, come on in, check this out. We got a surprise package in the mail today too.
I also have clear ones, so I don't look like everybody else here.
Someone sent this to us. It says it's a flame tune for the cop car. It just came in the mail randomly.
Aerodynamics Exotics cop car flame tune. Good marketing for them.
Hey!
No, I didn't drink at all.
How are you?
We're always filming.
No, I didn't do anything. I didn't touch alcohol.
Dude, it's been years. How you been?
I've been good.
I miss you.
Miss you too.
You're always like halfway across the world with the family, either traveling or halfway across the world filming a movie or a commercial.
Yeah, I actually did the Ferrari movie.
How was that?
Last fall. It was fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was doubling Mike Hawthorne.
I have no idea who that
I know, I didn't know either, actually.
Okay, good.
He was the first British Formula 1 champion for Enzo Ferrari, 1958.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know much about history before these movies when I did Ford versus Ferrari, now Ferrari. So I got to learn about all these historic race car drivers. So
It's crazy.
yeah.
Well, hopefully they produce it and make it a little better than the Lamborghini movie.
I haven't seen the Lamborghini movie even yet.
I watched it. It wasn't that great.
That movie, yeah, the
You're
Lamborghini movie, I watched it like 3 times.
It was good.
good.
I loved it.
So good.
That was good. Anyway.
You're still getting hookups and connections with Dodge or what?
I do have some connections over there, yeah.
That's a TRX.
Yeah.
That's their fast one, hey?
You should try it. It's lovely.
Why are there men in suits here?
Is it Jehovah's?
What do they want?
I don't know. Hold on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so we came by to see if you guys own the building.
They can see
We looked at
It's just mirrored, they can't see me.
Someone's city.
Yeah, they can see you because there's lights on in here. I can see through the windows.
Shit, that's awkward.
How have you been?
I've been good, thank you.
Family's good?
Yeah. No, we're doing well. Kids are growing fast and we travel a bit. We play. I mean, Stella played a lot of tennis. My son is into soccer. And
Yeah, I played soccer for years when I was young. It was the one thing I kind of stuck with.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Better here because it's a little nicer the way.
The tour continues.
All right, I need to film this tour.
FD Champion, come check out the ADD HQ.
Yeah, and I'm dropping this. I should pour this out.
It's too strong.
Sorry.
Too much caffeine for him right now.
We were like, you can only have 1 or 2 a day. So yeah, we took
Wow,
this,
look at this.
what was a street car, 550 Maranello, and we took it to Mike and I said, hey, here's my idea. Here's some of the things I like about the race cars. Obviously, I don't want to buy the whole race car kit. We got this car for a really good deal. These have gone up in value too because this 550s are gated and they're a V12.
Yeah.
So this is like, short of the 599, which is rarer. This is the only car before when it went to the F12, they never offered that in the manual. So this car is from the factory gated with a V12 in it. And it's cool because the way they cast it, that when you remove the center console, it stays perched up like that with the gate.
Well, that's cool.
And I saw that in, Ferrari, they had a thing back in the day, like the 360 challenge car and the Stradale and all that. They took their race car technology and kind of built half-ass street cars just to fund the racing program. Enzo always said that.
Yeah.
And what was cool is you'd see that they took the 550 cars and then they turned them into race cars. So it was all built off a street chassis. So if you look in the old 550s, you can see that it's just a street car that they basically took off the production line and then turned it into a full-blown race car with a sequential or whatever. So we wanted that same kind of feel, but with keeping the fun manual gearbox.
What's the purpose of this? Are you guys doing tracking with it or drifting or just?
Yeah, kind of. We didn't want to call it a drift car because we didn't build it to be a drift car. We built it to be a streetable track car that could drift.
Yeah.
So Mike put an angle kit on the front end.
Okay, good.
So it has more angle, but it's not so crazy and so aggressive that you can't drive it down the street without
getting
being all
nervous.
twitchy. And,
Yeah.
So this underneath though is still a naturally aspirated factory engine. It's not modified. It's got equal length race headers and a straight pipe exhaust, so it sounds cool. But it's on stock ECUs, stock transmission, stock clutch, stock differential, all that, axles and everything. And it drives great. Sounds really good.
V12s, it's hard to beat the sound.
Grab the key. You got to hear this thing.
Yeah. Just some announcement at the Formula Drift coming up. There's some cool stuff going on at Long Beach Grand Prix for the Formula Drift. So.
And then what about after that? You have any movies or commercials?
No, just commercials coming up. Yeah.
I guess you're just busy. You always have stuff.
Yeah, right now it's a little down period. So both me and Stina doesn't have right now anything in a couple of weeks. So we're gonna go skiing for Easter.
Yeah.
Either up to Canada, maybe.
Come on up.
We'll
British
see.
Columbia.
We're looking at different options.
What's one of your favorite movies you've done for driving scenes that you're allowed to talk about? It's a mean question. It's like, what's your favorite movie?
I know. One that sticks out would be the first movie I did, which was Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Classic.
Yeah. So because I left Sweden to come here and pursue stunt driving, and because of my championship in drifting, myself, Reese and Tanner and Rich Rutter, we made it into the movie scene because of our drifting skills, and that gave me and an opportunity to show my skills for the stunt people,
Yeah.
and that triggered and got me to do more and more work in that world. So that movie meant a lot for me.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that would be the one that. But then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, which one? I mean, it was fun. Ford versus Ferrari was fun. Driving all kinds of old classic race cars and be surrounded with people dressed in the in the 60s clothing.
Correct.
Yeah, everything was created in that type of era.
Yeah.
And learn about those drivers and that history. I actually, before these movies, didn't know that much about the history.
Like Carroll Shelby and all that.
Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari, all that built around that. And then Ferrari last year, learning so much about Enzo and his life and the drivers working for him. And in the 50s, so many drivers passed because it was so
It was
dangerous.
such a high risk sport.
I forgot what the percentage was, but it was like, it's a high
35%.
percent.
Is
Yeah,
up there,
something like that.
40%.
In the 50s, they just crashed and died. So it was like those kamikaze type of drivers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, even right up into like the 80s and 90s, it was still something like, what was it? What's his name? Who can?
Ayrton Senna?
Not Senna. The one who, oh my God, Nicky Lauder.
Oh, yeah,
Nicky
yeah, yeah.
used to always say, I accept the risk of 25%, nothing more. That's why he would always argue if it was raining.
Yeah.
Like in the movie when they did,
Oh, and Rush.
Rush?
Yeah, that great movie, by the
they
way.
had that one scene where the actor, I think, quotes him as says something to the effect of, I accept the risk of 20 or 25%. 1% more I don't accept.
Yeah.
So that day it was raining really hard, and he said, I didn't want to go race.
Yeah.
That was actually the race that he burnt in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
He felt it.
Crazy.
I know. But let's not talk about, crashes and dead people.
Yeah. It's not been good. Well, yeah.
Oh, that's the windshield.
That's the windshield.
That's a famous windshield.
That's it. Kept it as a souvenir.
Can't believe they did that for cruising by a neighborhood.
Yeah, fuck.
All right.
Doesn't surprise me anymore what people are willing
No.
to do. They let their emotions get the better of them.
I know.
Anyhow, you gotta stay calm, cool, and collected.
Look how cool Sam is right now. Look how calm he is. See? Just calm.
Race
This
cars.
is what Hollywood stunt drivers look like.
That's what Hollywood Stunt looks like.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Cars makes us calm down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The smell in here makes me just. Yeah.
It's highly carcinogenic.
Smells-
Based on
Exhaust.
California state law. we should have those sign warnings. They have that everywhere in California. As soon as you walk into a Chick-fil-A, caution. This place is based on code, blah, blah, blah in California.
There's plastic in the walls. It's dangerous.
Yeah, there's plastic.
We got exhaust in here. I like it.
Yeah.
I want to film this for my brand. This is yeah, we gotta go play. I want to try it.
This car is fun. It's really capable.
Yeah.
Mike put a proper handbrake in it.
It's a beautiful build. Mike knows his things. Wow.
How cool is that?
Amazing.
Pretty neat for, it's for something that you could buy from Ferrari, that when you get it, you really have to have a vision for this car, because if you just see it the way that Ferrari delivers it to you, it is so quiet, like so quiet, and it's so soft, the suspension, and you would never think in your wildest dreams that this could be like aggressive and high-pitched sounding from the motor that's just under the front of the hood.
It's
You
such
never
a
know.
beautiful sound.
It is. And the only reason why I knew this is because I saw that, they had made race car versions and then did some homework and found out they were really just built off the street cars. They just toned it all down and made it a GT car. But in the race series, they were straight piped and it's the same engine, And a few other guys had done this in the past. They'd taken a street car and made their version. And so I was like, well, I'll make my version. So yeah, this is all like, Mike made all this by hand.
Yeah.
Put the hood pins in, did the dive planes, did the big APR splitter. But this is like, that's a stock hood, that's a stock front bumper. We didn't wide body it or anything crazy. We wanted it to still fit in trailers. It's also not a wide car. Like, it's a big car.
Yeah, no.
Like, you don't necessarily need big over fenders yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, full cage, stripped everything out. It's got a fuel cell in the back.
So how many V12s do you have in the garage?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 3 V10s. We have Dave's Squadra Corsa, which is supercharged, my Street Huracan, which is supercharged, the race car, which will become supercharged, and then we have my twin turbo 720 that someone ran into the back of. So it's in Canada.
Oh, really?
Hopefully we'll be able to rebuild it. And then we're rebuilding this. Someone else crashed this one too.
Okay.
I don't crash my own cars. I let other people do that. This, you know.
Dave is doing it. He's taking
No, I've actually been good.
He's been good.
One Garda, one time. A G-Wagon and a Garda, that's it.
Yeah. And then we got the Hummer. So if he crashes this into anything, it just goes through it.
Keep Dave in the Hummer.
Yeah.
I love this thing, by the
This
way.
is cool. This got a Duramax in it. So this has about 550 horsepower, 1,100, just shy of 1,100 foot-pounds of torque.
What a monster.
With 40s.
Look at these big fat tires.
Yeah.
And they're nice and fresh and gooey too.
They're brand new.
Yeah.
We just got these wheels put on. So yeah, this is just our, putting around. We got a
Grocery getter.
Yeah, go together.
We have a cop car. We have a minivan. We love the minivan life.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're hoping to have Mike in the back with all his equipment.
Yeah, so the back's a whole fab room we can show you. It's just under construction right now.
I can't wait to try this. This looks fun.
Yeah, you'd like this.
Yeah, we'll take it out.
It's a capable car.
Love it, love it.
So what's next for you now? You're home for a bit? You have a project coming up?
Hold on.
Ready?
Yeah, fire it up.
From my office.
What a monster.
Did you
Dude, I'm in the game of entertaining people.
I know.
This car doesn't even really it's never really driven on the channel. And I'll make a video of this thing just revving and shooting flames.
Yeah.
And people are like, this is my favorite car on the channel. I'm like, I don't even drive it. How can it be your favorite car? It's like
driven.
Because people get excited. They want to see the stupid ideas that no one's willing to do.
Yeah.
There's, I think, 2 or 3 F12s that have, in the history, of this car ever being produced, that have ever been turboed.
Yeah.
The first one was a Mansory car that went to the Geneva Auto Show. There was another guy who did one. Both of those cars had the traditional turbos, they didn't change the manifold or anything. The turbos are under the car. So it just looks like an F12. I wanted to do that unicorn, dumb, theatrical top mount turbo to the V12. And so we accomplished that, and it's just taken a few iterations to get it to actually run. It runs good now. And we have a few other things we need to dial in, but this car is gonna end up on the same level, kind of as the 550, but more like this. So it'll get fully, we'll probably get it running and do some events with it, and then it's gonna get torn down and it'll get full cage, full tube chassis. The engine's gonna Mike's gonna see if he can mount the engine even a little further back. And then we have like a special sequential gearbox for it. So it'll get 3 pedals, handbrake, clutch kick. I don't want to ruin too many of the surprises, but we're gonna change this car. Like no one will ever see an F12 like this again.
Yeah.
Like even now it's already like that, but like when we're done, it'll be like unicorn level. It'll be $1 million build by the time it's done. So, but it'll do stuff that people are, once it's done, I'm excited. This will be like, this car probably won't be ready for 18 months.
Yeah.
So.
It's gonna be amazing. It's already spectacular, so.
Well, this is a big moment. We're pretty excited about this. I am very excited about this. We're gonna actually drive the race car for the very first time. So Mike's here with the truck and trailer. We're gonna get it all prepped and ready for tomorrow, which is the track day. It's a test and tune. We don't wanna rent the track. It's very costly and expensive. So we can be a part of a test and tune day at Willow Springs on Big Willow, the big road course. And for the very first time, drive the race car, the Evo 2. So Mike's currently just getting everything set up. We're gonna put the slicks back on it. This is what we want to drive it on. And he was saying that just based on the wear bars right here, that these look like they appear to have about 3/4 of life left, which is pretty decent.
I couldn't tell by looking at it. Where's the wear bars? These things?
No, he said these, where was it? The dot.
The holes.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, no shit.
These things.
Should we ask a professional or trust his opinion?
We could ask a professional.
That's cool, Mike asked FD champion.
So,
What did you call him? What kind of champion was he about 5 minutes ago? Yeah, that's what I thought. What type of champion was he?
Rest stops.
Rest stops.
The foot kicking thing?
So we're gonna pull this thing out right now.
I have news as well.
Air jacks, put these back on, take the street tires off, go.
My wheels are going to be here in a second from L13.
What wheels?
My new wheels, I sent them back to get recoded because I scratched one of them. They'll be back here in 10 minutes to put back on the car.
tires on?
Tires on, ready to go.
Nice.
Ready to mount.
Nice.
You scratched one.
I scratched one.
That sucks.
When I was mounting, I dropped it on his face. And it drove me nuts, so I sent him back to get repainted.
Nice.
Sure. Okay, let's pull this thing out. Air jack it up.
So she said.
And put this fucking race wheels. Slicks back on. I have no ego in this, to be honest. So
Go-kart track we went to that one time.
Yeah.
what was it?
I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah, what's the go-kart
filmed
track
the
that
F12
people
there.
go and drift at sometimes?
Oh, horse thief.
No.
It's
The
actual
little go-kart
go-kart
track that's here in town.
Oh.
Just outside town.
It's Apple Valley Speedway.
Apple Valley.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Imagine bringing this to Apple Valley Speedway.
You wouldn't make a corner because it doesn't have enough steer angle.
You would have to slide it around some of those corners.
You would have
make
to.
it, yeah.
That's how I crashed the Huracan. The last time I crashed the Huracan, I crashed it there. What? So you were saying the track we're going to is a fast track?
They call it the fastest road in the West. It's
Have fun, David.
yeah. So in a Porsche factory
my
race
God.
car, which is somewhat equal to this,
Yeah.
you would be going 145 to 150 miles an hour around turn 8. So it's this fast right
Around the corner?
Yeah. It's a fast track.
Around the corner.
Yeah.
What?
I like how they said the fastest in the West. We're going to a Western right now.
Well, I mean, there's literally like tumbleweeds rolling past. It's really wild.
Well,
Wild
the
West
track was
out
open in like the 50s, wasn't it?
there.
It's got a lot of history. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you know who was just there? We were there, and then right after us, Keanu Reeves was there, practicing at that drift area we go to
Oh yeah.
for a movie he was doing. He was there filming. Pretty cool.
Well, that's pretty rad.
Yeah, dressed like a bitch though.
Oh, don't talk to John Wick like that. All right. This will be interesting. Driving this car for the first time. I have a lot to learn. And like I said, all jokes aside, I honestly have no ego when it comes to driving cars. I know when I don't know, and I know and I'm confident when I do know. And I will know nothing when I get behind the wheel of this.
I always, when I'm teaching somebody, how to drive a race car or how to get around the track faster, I always tell them the best way to start out is to start out slow.
Yeah.
If you're trying to go as fast as you can, the first lap out, you miss everything that's going on. You miss all your braking points. You miss all these marks that you can pick up on the track. That way, when you get up to speed, you kind of have these really good visual things of, here's my apex, here's the corner exit, and you can get that rhythm. But if you go fast, you're just going to go off.
That's why I walked away, and then he got really close to you when he came back. What do you have to say? What do you have to say?
I was gonna say, I agree with what you're saying. It's just hard, like not joking around. When there's people behind you, I feel the pressure. Like when we did track days, I always feel like I feel this pressure. Like people are gonna be mad at me for going slow. So
Honestly,
I want to have
the
like track to myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Be easier.
Tomorrow morning would be pretty mellow. I think there won't be too many people. But the
Except
best
for the
thing is,
open-wheeled cars. He didn't tell you that. There's open-wheeled cars that come out.
Everyone's like, fuck.
well, sometimes they're fast. Sometimes those open wheel cars are ridiculously slow, like old Ford, like 1600 cc, and these guys that are like 80 years old driving them, and you're scared to pass them because if you touch them, you'll probably kill them. And they're just like,
but they're
putting around
almost
the track.
dying, so they have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
so they're
exactly,
ready
out there.
they're ready to take you on.
Yeah, but it's sort
Oh,
of.
look at this guy in his Lamborghini. Hey, watch this. Yeah, watch this, Phil. I was planning on going out today. Boom. Damn it.
Mike, just shut for 1 second.
That car on that lift, I will quickly move tires. Said tires being moved. All right, you're good to go, Dave.
Well, hold on. My wheels will be here in 90 seconds.
Your wheels will be here in 90 seconds, and the SVJ will be on the lift in 90 seconds.
I don't know, man.
Get in there, fire that thing up. It's nice and quiet. We'll all be able to talk.
All right, man. It's gonna be loud.
Mike, you want to give him some direction here? This is Dave driving. He pushed the ladder and everything where he was. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now you're sweeping up everything. Turn the wheel the other way. You're going to walk on this side.
Mike giving Dave and I instructions how to park drives Mike nuts. Go back further. You're too far away from the wall.
He told me to fucking stop! How many trophies do you have in your goddamn bedstand, Damon?
I have a few. Not for driving though.
Belt.
Do this.
Do
You
like,
gonna start it? Don't drive.
start it up.
Don't push it like a little.
this is gonna be like a.
It's gonna watch the swearing. By the way, YouTube doesn't like the swearing. They have new profanity guidelines.
I love the swearing.
Like for real.
Yeah.
That just came out in the last 2 weeks.
Huh.
So Dave, you shut your fucking. Oh.
Such a pie hole.
Wait for it.
It's alive!
You want me to rock you so you can get it into first gear?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's
What's
if
that?
if the air tank is full. So it's an air powered paddle shift.
Yeah.
So I think the air might have bled out. So I think it's pumping back up right now.
It's usually it won't go into gear unless you roll it.
Going back and forth.
It's like a weird, quirky thing it does.
Yeah.
And then you also have to hold the neutral button to put it in. Or is that no, that's into reverse. Oh yeah, no, into first and into reverse. So hold neutral, there you go. That was the trick. I learned that the last time. You're welcome, Mike Essa, Formula One champion. So neutral, then reverse. It's really quirky. Yeah, there you go. Want me to push you? It's really convenient for garages.
Yeah. Super easy to maneuver this thing around.
Dude, I made a video of us like just turning it around in here. It's like a 4-point turn in like 7 buttons. Man, this thing is so crazy looking. Love it. Ready for the Go Jacks or Air Jacks?
You want to pop it up?
Me? Will I just push it on?
Yep.
All right. Dave, you ready for this? You gotta get low to get the effect. So do I just pull it back or anything or just push it straight on?
Push that straight on there.
Wait, watch out, my guy, sir. Oh, don't push the fucking car.
Boom.
And then how do you take it off?
And then take it off, you just grab the blue part,
Yeah.
and yank it back.
That's very violent.
Yeah.
Ba-boom!
Now you're saying this has a leak in the front, right?
Yeah, almost always these things have a small leak.
Oh.
So somewhere in a fitting or a seal on the air jack cylinder, and it just leaks a little bit of air out.
But it's not designed to stay up all the time, just for a tire
Yeah,
change, put it back
exactly.
down.
And they have jacks that go onto those posts.
Yeah, we're gonna order those, right?
Yeah, and we're gonna order the ones with the wheels too. So they have jacks that go underneath.
You put them on, yeah.
And
saw
you
them.
Slide wheels onto them, Now you can roll the car around easily around the shop.
Pretty sick. My daughter was like, "Why are the windows like this?" I was like, "I don't know." You have to ask Formula Drift champion Mike Lasso when we go to dinner at his house on Friday night.
It's basically just having the window is more aerodynamic, but sometimes it's so hot you just need some air inside the car. So just a small opening to circulate a little bit of air.
Nothing comes in those windows though.
Very little.
Like when we drove our buddy's 458 challenge car.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Remember that?
You have to cup it, your hand out the window to get air in.
Kind of scoop it. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can get actually something that scoops it, right?
Yeah.
And you put on that like throws the air in.
Yeah, this thing has the scoop in the hood that feeds air into the driver vents, and then it also has a blower inside the car for
Oh, that's cool.
moving air.
That's what that center.
And these are all open,
the grill. Yeah.
so the air that's coming in can exit through here.
No windows. Like no glass in the back. Where's that? Normally has glass from the street car right there. That's cool.
Now we'll look at these tires and see which side is better, and put the better ones on the left side of the car since this is direction of
Heavily
wheel
left
springs.
track.
You just NASCAR this weekend or what?
Well, just more of the corners and the fast sweeping corners are all turning right, so you're going to put more onto the left side of the car.
But it looks like the wear marks on these ones are better. These ones are down a bit lower. So we'll put this one on the left, we'll put this one on the right.
Copy that. That's cool.
Ta-da! It's quite the bar you got there, Mike. Thing is huge.
It's massive, right?
Holy shit.
But these are 400 foot-pounds for these.
400.
400 pounds of torque. So you need a long arm.
What's Porsche? Or Porsche?
They change them all the time. So it's usually like a 425 maybe. Some of the older ones are like 350 for the center lock stuff. But
Damn.
they change them all the time.
This thing gonna lift you off the ground when you try to torque these?
Now the only issue is this doesn't have a reversing.
No shit.
And this car has two left-handed thread wheels and
two
two
right.
right-handed thread wheels.
So you can torque one side.
Torque one side.
You know what? Just torque the good side.
This side's not important anyway.
I'm really pumped to try the new wheel Mike made out of the electronics from the square wheel. It's pretty sick. Mike found out that basically the gun ended up being right on spec because he went to the other side and used the actual torque wrench, and it basically was perfect. It barely moved and then clicked. So that worked out. Wheels are not going to fall off. Would give a whole new meaning to like drive it till the wheels fall off, eh?
It's not good when you're on the racetrack and your wheel falls off.
I don't know, man. I've seen some guys who just, they've won still.
Anything's possible.
That's pretty good.
It's a nice angle.
You got a good angle here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm thinking launch control,
Yeah.
right on, onto the trailer.
Let's do it.
And it being like that viral Instagram reel of the guy putting the snowmobile on the back of his truck. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
He launches it and it goes over the truck, like over the cab.
Yeah.
And he like falls off to the side. He actually looks like he knocks himself out.
Yeah.
That could have gone way worse.
Yeah, that was bad enough.
Like bad. Mike just, the Evo 2 just boom, boom, boom over the building. You skim the top of the building, boom, land over on Hamilton.
We got to call a chopper to get it down.
My neighbors are like, those DD guys.
And she's getting ready. Oh, David. David's getting angry. Dave's stress for Dave's stress.
40, right?
Dave's stress release.
Won't be able to do that for much longer.
April 21st.
I'm actually shocked he was able to get his leg up that high.
Ready for Vegas? My 40th, ready for Vegas?
No, I'm not ready.
You know, it's a club night. Got a table at a club for us.
Oh yay.
Actually, I got price on this, and I was like, yeah, not worth it.
You got a price on a table with bottles?
Yeah,
For your friend, your best friend that doesn't drink?
Diplo is playing, and
Who's Diplo?
he's a DJ, but Chainsmokers aren't playing. Neither is Marshmallow. But I got a pricing list. Thought it'd be fun to do like a club night at a table. I've never done it before. Like
How much?
There's ranges. We'll talk off camera.
What they price? What would you ask for?
I don't know. I want to go with my friends. I don't want to stand like an asshole in the corner, so I can get like a table to sit at. So I'm lazy.
How much?
From like 2,500 to 15,000. But I don't think it includes anything.
There's a minimum amount of bottles if you get a table at a certain location in the club.
Yep.
Yeah. My 30th was 17.7.
Yeah, I gotta get new teeth and do that. So
Get new teeth. It also saved me from feeling guilty because I quit drinking, so I'm not drinking.
I'll get you a drink.
I'm not
I'll
drinking.
get you a drink.
I drank on my birthday for a couple drinks and that's it.
I'm gonna create a really stressful scenario so you want to drink. Hey, David, I thought the cars were insured. I guess they're not, and there was a fire.
Are you gonna drive this thing on, be a man, or are you gonna push it?
I think we're just gonna push it,
Pussy.
and then
Use a fucking winch. The tow strap.
But I just want to make sure we don't hit the
metal. The center?
slot right now too. That I think it'll be easy to push it up.
All right, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
I want to see this happen. Get back there, David.
Yep.
The question is, will it hit that lip?
How we looking? Close.
Grinding.
Keep going.
It's grinding on that side. It's gonna
Fucking hell.
hit. It's because it's stuck on that lip.
Let's use the winch.
Is it touching?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's touching the wood right now.
Just drive to the track.
This thing is low. Like when you think about that little lip is a problem for getting the car on, that's funny.
The guy buys
And I bet you didn't think that.
No, because I put Porsches like GT3Rs, RSRs, like factory race cars on this trailer.
But have you put a real car on this trailer? Like a Lamborghini.
Take the bumper off. It's quick release.
Well, the bumpers, but not the splitter.
Yeah, the splitter's attached to the bottom of the car.